Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Hope you guys are doing well. Now, it is currently 11:20 at night. Now, by the time this video is uploaded, it'll be the 24th of May, which is my birthday, by the way. So I'm turning 21. So by the time this is up, it should be my birthday. Yeah, so I thought I'd let you guys know that if you weren't aware of it already. Let's get straight into the video. So today I'm going to be ranking some NRL captains. So all of the captains at all the clubs and all the players that are on this list. So obviously the best captains will go up here. The great captains will go up there. The solid ones will go in the middle. The average ones will go second last. And then if you're shit, if I think you're a shit captain, you'll go last. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first guy we got here is Adam Reynolds. Now he's only captained 2 games and they're 1 from 1. It's really hard to judge off those 2 games. But I thought he did a decent job. So, you know, he's fairly new to the position. So until he proves otherwise, I'm going to put him in the average part because he hasn't captained for long. Technical difficulties I thought we had for a second. So I put Reynolds in the average. It'll probably change later on in his career, I have no doubt. Next one we got here is Boyd Cordner. Yeah, no, he's a great captain, Boyd Cordner. New South Wales and Australian captain for a reason. Leadership by example, this bloke. Definitely in one of the best captains in the competition. Probably number 1 or number 2, to be honest. The next one we got here is Alex Glenn from the Broncos. He's fairly new to the position as well. Broncos look pretty good with him in charge. Could I put him higher than Adam Reynolds? At this stage, I probably couldn't. So I'm going to put him in the same category with Adam Reynolds. But like I said just before about Reynolds, they'll probably change. And then the next one we got here is Cameron McGuinness from the Dragons. He hasn't even played yet too because he was out the first 2 rounds due to injury. So he'll come back and be the captain. I'm not going to put him in the shit category because he definitely isn't a shit player. You can see last year when, especially the game against Souths last year when we made that big charge down, and that game sort of showed me he's going to be a good leader. So, you know, until he captains the Dragons in round 3 and round 4 and onwards, so I can't really judge him off anything yet. So he's going to have to go in the average part. So, you know, you can't give him the best or solid yet because they haven't really captained very much. So you got to put him in there. Next one we got here is Cameron Smith. The greatest player that I've ever seen, and I think he is probably the best captain in the competition. So he's going straight up to the top here. Whether you like him or you hate him, you got to respect the bloke. So he's going to go up there. The next one we got here is Daly Cherry Evans from the Manly Seagulls, current Queensland captain, Australian halfback at the moment. You know, if you're the Queensland captain and you're the Australian halfback, you've got to be some kind of great leader. So I think DC goes into the best part. What a great leader he is. He's probably number 3 too. Like if you rank it in order, Smith's probably number 1, Cordner number 2, and then DC number 3 in my opinion. The next captain we got here is from the Cowboys, Michael Morgan. He's been captain since 2019, so just about a year now. Hasn't been too bad as a captain. Hasn't been great. Hasn't been terrible. I'm going to put him in solid. He's a solid leader, Michael Morgan, you know. I think 2017 would show that, but that's a long time ago now. So, you know, I think he's a solid captain. Nothing great, but solid. The next one we have here is Clint Gutherson. Now, this is a hard one to really say because Parramatta's form over the last couple of years has been up and down. So it's really hard to say if Gutherson's a great captain, and I don't think he's an average captain at all. I don't think he's a great captain either. So I think I'm going to put him in the solid section. Hard to really get a read on Gutherson because you know Parramatta over the years, 2017 finals, 2018 wooden spoon, 2019 finals. You just don't know. So I think he's a very solid leader, Clint Gutherson. The next one here we got is James Tarmo from the Penrith Panthers. Now, I think he's been captain for about a year as well, but I think Penrith had about 5 captains at the start of last year. I don't even know if Tarmo should be the captain at Penrith. I think it should be someone like, I don't know, there's not many guys you can really pick from. Maybe someone like Cleary, someone like Coruscant. I don't know. I don't know if Tamo's the leader. I don't know if he's an 80-minute captain. I'm not a fan of captains that don't play full games. So I'm going to put him in the average part. James Tamo. I loved him at the Cowboys. I don't mind him at the moment, but I don't know if he's a leader. You know, Pemberton made the 8 last year. I'm not blaming that on Tamo, but should he be the captain of the Panthers? I don't really know. I don't think he should be. So I'm going to put him in average. The next one we got here is Jared Croker. Now, in my opinion, he's a great captain, Jared Croker. Along with Josh Hodgson, they're co-captains now, but Jared Croker is a great leader. He's always been a consistent football player. Great leader at the Raiders, you know. Again, yes, they have been inconsistent over the years like Parramatta, but Croker's always been a great leader, and he's been a good leader for a long time, so I think Jared Croker deserves to be in the great captain part. The next one we got here is Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Now, it's easy to put him in the great part because it's the Warriors and they're so unpredictable, but is Roger really a leader? I know he was Dally M in 2018 and whatnot, but I'm going to put him in the solid part, which might upset a few people, but I think RTS is a good leader, but I don't think he's a great captain, but he definitely ticks the boxes for a solid captain, and you know, if he wasn't a great captain part, I wouldn't really have anything to complain about, but I'll put him in a solid captain department. The next one we got here is Josh Jackson from the Bulldogs. Now, I've always rated Josh Jackson as a good leader, but the Bulldogs haven't done anything since 2016, and the other thing is, are they listening to Josh Jackson? If he's captain, why aren't the Bulldogs playing better? Why aren't they lifting in games? So, you know, as much as I love Josh Jackson, a very underrated player, I'm going to put him in average because, you know, captains listen. You listen to your captains, but I don't know. I think the Dogs have gone downhill, so I'm going to put Josh Jackson in the average, which might upset a few people, but if he was in solid, I wouldn't complain with you. Next one we got here is Kevin Proctor. Good grief. This is like, you can't win on this one. You put him in average, you put him in shit. I'm going to put him in shit. Couple of Titans fans won't be happy with that, but you know, the Titans don't have any great leaders really. Like, don't really have anybody who's a good leader. So, you know, I think he's a good player and all, but as a captain, not so good. That's just my opinion. Next one we got here is Moses Mbye. Is he even captain of the Tigers still? If he is, it's a joke. It's got to be some kind of joke. He's a shit captain. He's an overrated fucking idiot. I've never been a fan of Moses Mbye. Ever since he left the Bulldogs, he's turned into a complete dead shit. Took all this money, goes to the Tigers, does fuck all. I'm not a big fan of Mbye. I don't think he's a great leader. You know, in my opinion, if you look at the West Tigers side, 1-17, you know, he probably doesn't even make the 13 side, really. So, I don't think he's a great leader at all, Moses Mbye, and I think a lot of people may agree with that or disagree. So, Mbye is going to go in the shit captain part. The next one we got is Wade Graham from Cronulla. Now, he's been co-captain over the years at Cronulla with Gow. I think Wade Graham is a great leader, man. He's a great captain. I think he'll do great things at the Sharks this year as a leader. Good captain, quality player, a lot of leadership skills. I think he deserves to go there. The last one we got from the Newcastle Knights, we got Mitchell Pearce. Again, great captain, great leader. Leads by example, plays great football pretty much every week. And he's a great leader, Mitchell Pearce. Been around a long time, a lot of experience. Anyway, guys, that's my list of ranking the current 16 NRL captains of each NRL side. Let me know in the comments below what you would have, and if you would have any different. I think I did well here. Probably a bit harsh on Josh Jackson, but, you know, you can't really, you know, I wouldn't complain if you had him at solid, but I got him at average, but that's just me. Anyway, guys, my birthday is in about half an hour. It's currently 11:30 p.m. I'm looking forward to my birthday, 21st. The next video might be tomorrow, not too sure. We'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.